If Dave Allen can defeat Arslanbek Makmudov, he can put himself in a line for a huge fight, possibly with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And let me counterpunch. Those are great hopes for David Allen or Dave Allen. Um, Eddie Hearn, I think, his wishful thinking, I believe, is it's encouraging, it's motivating because I've seen Dave Allen in the sparring, and he's hitting the mitts and he looks good. That belly that was made of once upon a time jelly and barley and beer and wheat and whatever, it's getting smaller. You can tell. So he's slowly getting into shape. You know what I mean? He went from the Martin McCauley to the Jermaine Anderson or Jermaine Franklin belly. No, but he's looking in good. He's looking good. He's looking like he's really taking this fight seriously. And I think he needs to, because you don't know what type of mindset Arslanbek Makmudov has. I feel bad for Makmudov because he was this guy that was in line that, he had high hopes. I mean, until he got stopped by, a guy that's still undefeated, which is Caballero. And then he gets beaten by Guido, right? And Guido took him out. Now he's like, I think that discouraged him a bit, and the crazy thing is Makmudov is really a good dude, So is Dave, though. I think these are two good fighters. And most importantly, I think entertainment value, this is going to be a good fight simply based off the fact that these guys are not boxers per se. These guys are boxer, puncher, brawlers. We definitely know Makmudov is a brawler. We know Dave Allen is a boxer puncher. He does not like to follow or run. He's more like Canelo. I don't want to have to chase after you to fight you. I want you to come to me and give me everything you got in return. I'm going to give you everything I got as well. And I think this is going to be a very good fight. And it's not too far-fetched that Dave Allen don't knock out Makmudov because, like I said, I think Makmudov has been exposed to the point where he's damaged. You know what I mean? I think Guido, the fight with Caballero, I think I think he got hit with shots that he's never been hit with before. And because of that, Guido was able to get to him, and maybe possibly Dave Allen can do the same thing. So, you know what I mean? It's not impossible because we've already seen it happen twice. So since that's the case, especially with a brawler like Makmudov that's coming towards you, that's throwing these crazy, wild, awkward shots, I think, and I see Dave Allen ripping left hooks and uppercuts, overhand rights to the grill, because you got a bigger dude coming at you and giving up his distance, his space, his height, his reach, because he's trying to come in and take your head off. But he's giving Dave Allen, I believe, everything that he needs. So I think he could win. Now, the question is, what if he wins? What if Dave Allen really beats Makmudov? How realistic is a fight with him and Deontay Wilder? And I have to say, I don't really look at it as a realistic fight like that. Why? Because Wilder is a guy that's only looking for certain fights. You know what I mean? That whole generation of fighters, those former champions, the three kings, Wilder, Joshua, and Fury. None of those guys are welcoming fresh fights. None of them. Think about it. AJ ain't welcoming fresh fights. He's looking to fight either in Africa, more money, for Jake Paul, a freak fight, more money. You know what I mean? So he's not looking for, you haven't heard him talk about, hey, let me fight for a title and all that. You haven't heard him say any of that. So no, he's not calling out guys like Moses and all those. He's not doing that. Not do I I don't judge him for not doing that, right? But he's not. Wilder, same shit. Fight with Ngannou. You know what I mean? He's fighting with guys like, he wants fights like Ngannou because he knows the money behind it. He's not really trying to knock down Jarrell Miller's door to fight him. You see what I mean? And he's right in the US of A. That's a fight that could happen very easily with the right type of promotion. And you know it's going to be promoted well because it's Jarrell Miller, one of the best boxing fighters in the sport right now. So no, Wilder's not doing any of that shit either. He talks a good game, like, oh, I want to be undisputed one day. Well, you know what I mean? But he's not talking long term. He's not talking to fight these guys like Dave Allen. Tyson Fury's retired. And the last person we heard that Tyson Fury was interested in fighting is Alexander Usyk. But what warrants that? So we don't really have those guys like that wanting fights. And unfortunately for Dave Allen, Deontay Wilder's in that same ballpark. He's in that same circle of people. So, you know, even if Dave has and does what a lot of people don't think he can do still, even if he wins, I don't believe that Eddie can get a fight with Deontay Wilder. Because again, Deontay's going to look at Dave Allen and look him up and look him down. And it's like, you know what? You're another peasant. You are never a champion. And guess what? I'm not going to put my time and my reputation any further on the line, bars, to fight you. And that's what I feel. I don't think that's a realistic fight, honestly. But you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn and his promises to Dave Allen. If you beat Makmudov, I'll give you a shot at the title, or a shot at Wilder, should I say. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.